Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Farhan Islam bin Muhammad Sharif. We are from Group 4. So today we as a group are going to present our digital book review which is called The Great Gatsby. So first of all, I will introduce you to my group members which is me, myself, Farhan Islam, Fakriuddin Afif, Cynthia Runai, Ikmal Khairul and also Anthony Johnny. So we'll start with the outer background. Outer background, The Great Gatsby was written by Francis Scott Fitzgerald. He is an American novelist, essayist, short story writer, and also a screenwriter. He wrote 4 novels, 4 story collections, and 164 short stories during his lifetime. The Great Gatsby was published in 1925.
Character summary. For the first character is Nick Carraway. He is the novel's narrator. He from Minnesota, who after educated at Yale and go to the New York City to learn the bond business. For the second character is Jay Gatsby. His real name was James Gatz. He was born on a farm in North Dakota, and then he became fabulously wealthy young man living in a Gothic mansion in West Egg after inherit the wealth of Dan Cody. The character is Daisy Bunchanan, a young woman in Louisville before the war. She is Nick's cousin, and the woman gets by love. Lastly is Tom Bunchanan. He lives in Yale. He is Daisy's wealthy husband. He also retired polo player. His social attitudes are laced with racism and sexism.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ikmal Khairul Azrul bin Harisin. I'm going to talk about novel summary. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about exposition. Fitzgerald begins his novel with an elegant exposition, painting the characters and the setting with painstaking detail. He notably describes the setting much more heavily than anything else. However, he does not leave the characters with any hidden attributes either. Okay, next, conflict. From Nick's perspective, Gatsby might have made vast fortune by illegal means and is capable of behaving like an aristocrat.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Fakir bin Salahuddin. Next, I will talk about rising action. The rising action is when Jay Gatsby's identity and background have been revealed. Nick illustrates Jay Gatsby and Daisy former lover. Nick later helped Jay Gatsby to reunite with Daisy, and there begin an affair. Next is climax. The climax of the novel comes when the group is driving back from New York in 2 cars, and Milter, Tom lover, mistake Gatsby's car for Tom and ran out into the street and hit it and killed. The car that killed Milter belonged to Gatsby, but Daisy is driving. Last part is falling action and resolution. While the falling action is when George killed Gatsby and himself, because George believed that Jay Gatsby having an affair with Milter, his wife, and he was the one responsible for her death. In the end, Nick is dismayed by the lack of remorse shown by Daisy and Tom, and by all the people who use Gatsby.
Hi, I'm Anthony Johnny. I'm going to talk about the novel review. From this book, we have learned many moral values. The moral value that we have learned is money can buy us love. Money cannot buy us everything we want, especially love. The money we use to seduce someone will only create temporary feelings, like Gatsby, who is attempting to seduce Daisy with his wealth, but in the end, he fails to get Daisy. We also should take responsibility for our own actions. Gatsby is a character who is willing to take responsibility for his mistakes. Gatsby accepts full responsibility for his role in the affair, and he does not try to place any of the blame on Daisy. Lastly, it is not easy to leave our past behind. In life, everyone makes mistakes that are sometimes hard to forget. We can see from the story that Gatsby tried his best to put aside his reputation as a bootlegger, but he is unable to do so. Just because we made a mistake in the past, it doesn't mean that we should have to beat ourselves up for the rest of our life. For overall opinion, I really like the storyline of The Great Gatsby, which is heartbreaking. We all felt sorry for him and sad because he was disillusioned with his dream and the achievement he won, until he forgot about the present and the important things in life. My favorite part of this story is the part when they introduce Gatsby character, who is written to be a wealthy man, living in a huge house, always hosts a very big party, and a mysterious person. We recommend to you guys to read this classical story book. This classical story tells us about wealth, dreams, love, and failure that happened in 1920s. It is also taught us many valuable lessons in our life. I will rate this book 5 stars out of 5. If you are someone who loves classic stories, this is the best storybook I would recommend.